The Golden State Warriors have reportedly re-engaged in trade talks for Anthony Davis. And according to NBA insider Jake Weinbach, the Washington Wizards are not asking for a small return. The reported package would include Jimmy Butler, 2 first-round picks, at least 1 first-round pick swap, and perhaps additional draft compensation. At first glance, that's a massive asking price. You're giving up Jimmy Butler, multiple first-round picks, and future flexibility. I know a lot of Warriors fans are going to hear and say that's way too much, but honestly, I think the Warriors have to do it. Not because Anthony Davis is a perfect player, he isn't. He got his own injury history, but because every decision this franchise makes right now should revolve around one thing: Steph Curry. The Warriors are not building for the future. They are trying to win another championship before their greatest player in franchise history retires. If we also think about the Jimmy Butler injury and the LeBron James factor, Anthony Davis is absolutely worth the price. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. Yo, what's up guys, Jason here, back with another video. If it's your first time watching, I cover the Golden State Warriors every single day on YouTube, along with other NBA news, trades, and rumors on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok. So if you're a basketball fan, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because you do not want to miss any of my future upload. Now, let's first take a step back and talk about the main character, Steph Curry, who is now 38 years old. Even at this age, Steph Curry is still playing at an all-NBA level, but we all know the reality. The championship window isn't getting bigger, it's getting smaller every single day. Every season matters and every offseason move matters. Because this is the truth. Once Steph Curry retires, this era of Warriors basketball is over. And there is simply no guarantee Golden State finds another generational superstar anytime soon. That is why I don't think the Warriors should be overly protective of their future draft picks. Those draft picks one day might become great players, or they may not. But one thing is guaranteed. Those draft picks do not help the Warriors and Steph Curry win championships today. And with that, let's now talk about the other key component here, Jimmy Butler. Before the injury, Jimmy was phenomenal for Golden State. This isn't a knock on him, but the reality is he is expected to miss at least the first half of the season while recovering from a torn ACL. In best case scenario, we are talking about a return around sometime in February. That means, for a big chunk of the season, his $56.8 million contract isn't helping the Warriors win games. But then there's one other major factor here. Jimmy Butler is recovering from a torn ACL at 36 years old. Nobody knows what version of him is coming back. Maybe he returns back to form, maybe he doesn't. And on top of that, he's entering the final year of his contract. Now, we know Jimmy loves the Warriors and we love him, but there's always the possibility he walks in free agency next summer. That's a lot of uncertainty for a team trying to maximize Steph Curry's final championship window. Now, compare that situation to Anthony Davis. Yes, he's dealt with injuries throughout his career. I am not pretending otherwise. But Anthony Davis is healthy today, and he can help the Warriors from opening night. This past season, Davis was averaging over 20 points, 11 rebounds, and almost 2 blocks per game, and once again showed us he is still one of the NBA's best two-way players. And most importantly, with Porzingis and Horford on this Warriors roster, Anthony Davis can play at his favorite position, the power forward spot. And here's one factor that I think people are missing out on. Anthony Davis will make this Warriors team ceiling much higher immediately. And most importantly, he gives Steph Curry a much better chance to compete for a championship right away from day one, instead of having to wait until February for Jimmy Butler to return. With that being said, let's now talk about those draft picks, because I know that's what everybody is worried about. But honestly, what exactly are the Warriors saving them for? 3 years from now? 5 years from now? By that time, Steph Curry likely wouldn't even be playing anymore. Those draft picks might become decent NBA players, or they might become nothing. If you believe today Anthony Davis can improve your championship odds by a good margin, then those draft picks become much easier to part with. Don't forget, title banners last forever, and those draft picks are just possibilities. Now, here's one more reason I think this trade is worth making. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, the Warriors don't believe they're at the top of LeBron James' list unless they first acquire Anthony Davis. That to me is really interesting, because this trade isn't just about Anthony Davis anymore. It could completely change how LeBron views Golden State. As of right now, if you're LeBron James, you're looking at a Warriors team whose second best player is recovering from a torn ACL and wouldn't be back until February. That's not the kind of championship situation you want to be at. But if Anthony Davis is in Golden State, now the conversation changes. Because suddenly, LeBron will be looking at a roster around Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, and Kristaps Porzingis. That's a much more attractive destination. Now, yes, reports have come out that LeBron James and Draymond Green are hanging out this weekend. I'm not going to overreact to that. They've been close friends for years. But here's what I'm saying. Anthony Davis isn't just valuable for what he does. He also makes Golden State a far more realistic destination for LeBron James. Now, here's the important part. LeBron is a bonus. Anthony Davis is the priority. For me personally, I actually don't think LeBron James by himself makes the Warriors title favorites. Anthony Davis is that player. So if LeBron eventually follows, that's great. But even if he doesn't, I still think you'll make the trade. Now, in summary, this isn't really about Anthony Davis. It's about urgency. The Warriors don't have the time to wait. They don't have the time to hope Jimmy Butler returns to his full self. They don't have the time to worry about draft picks that may or may not become good players 5 years from now. Steph Curry's championship window is happening right now. If Golden State stays exactly where they are today, I think they're going to have a hard time going through the Western Conference. Standing still isn't playing safe. Standing still is taking a gamble. Now, Anthony Davis comes with risk. The asking price is expensive, but I think the potential reward is even greater. Right away, you become a much better basketball team. You give Steph Curry a legitimate championship caliber running mate. You make a roster that's much more appealing for LeBron James. And even if LeBron goes to a different team, Anthony Davis alone would make this team a lot better. At some point, every championship organization has to push its chips to the middle of the table. I think the Warriors have reached that point. Because when Steph Curry retires, the era is over. And there are no guarantees another superstar ever walks through those doors. So if I'm the Warriors front office, I'm not waiting. I'm going to give what the Wizards are asking for. But again, that's just my opinion and I want to hear from you guys. If you were the Warriors front office, would you go all in to acquire Anthony Davis? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Alright guys, that's all we got for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on social media, all linked below in the description box. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.